Hey everyone, how you doing? David Sod here. I have for you what's kind of an interesting parcel of dyed lapis. So I've actually taken these. I kind of tried to salvage them, putting them through. It was part of a really, really large order from a very, very long time ago. I had 1,200 kilos come through of cabs, which is 6 million carats. So these were in there, and yeah, I tried to save them, put them through, put them in rubbing alcohol, and kind of clean them off, and yeah, I just never really got enough rubbing alcohol out, or not rubbing, never got enough of the dye out with the rubbing alcohol, even like, letting them soak in a closed container and then rinsing and whatever. So anyway, they'd kind of gone away, and I saw them and I said, these will actually be kind of a little bit of fun to video and yeah, sell them. So move them anyway. You can see, you can even see like my fingers are a little white from the rubbing alcohol residue on the stones and dirt and whatever. Yeah, I mean, uh, this stone here is actually fairly close to what the original material would have looked like. And to me, it's a shame that they would have ever dyed it, because this is nice. Like, this is a pretty stone. It has white and blue banding. It's a Lapis Lazuli, and it's massive. It's, so these are each about 45 by 35 millimeters, and they're around 100 carats, 110 carats is the average, plus minus. So when you're buying this, I don't even know if I'm going to be, if it's going to be like the entire lot in one go, or like 500 carats or 1,000 carats at a time, or whatever. So anyway, but that's the specs on the stone. So like if you're buying 1,000 carats, it's probably going to have 9 or 10 stones. If you're buying, if you're buying 500 carats, it's probably going to have about 5 stones. If you're buying 10,000 carats, it'll probably have about 100 stones. So that's that's the idea there. So you can see some of the stones have had, quite a lot of the dye come out. I would still not sell these as undyed because they've been dyed, and try to fix it. But you can see even in like this stone here, right across the top, this is bluish now. It would have been, white before the dyeing. Like I said, this one came. I'm happy with how much of the dye came out of this one. Some of them are like that and really don't leave anything on paper or whatever. But there's also, and you can't really see it, but just from these being on here, I'm gonna have to change the piece of paper for my next video because there's all this blue coming off. Oh, this one's really landed on thick. I hope you can kind of see it. But yeah, this one's really landed on. This one again. It's getting pretty blue. Oh, this one's really, again, yeah. So this is, and I've talked about in other videos that's kind of the way to check. One of the easiest ways to check if lapis is dyed is just put it on a white piece of paper. And rub it on. You'll see, if you see dye come off, that's, well, I mean, there's dye on the stone, so obviously it's dyed. One thing, though, they do sometimes dye and then seal stones. So if they dye and then seal them, I mean, I can actually catch it with the naked eye. Like if a stone sealed is fairly obvious to a trained eye, it's fairly obvious. It's like, I look at it for a second. Oh yes, it's coated. But yeah. Anyway, that is something to look for. They look kind of weird. I mean, it looks like it's lacquered or whatever, or shellacked or whatever. Anyway, so they do that as well. So that isn't 100%. That test isn't foolproof. works most of the time. A sealed stone won't. A sealed stone won't have the dye come off in rubbing alcohol. But I mean, you know, it should be kind of a big enough parcel. You know, if it's a big enough parcel you're working with, you know, break a stone. You know, break a stone and see what you know, see what you're kind of getting out of that. Anyway, so anyway, yeah, I don't know. I might even sell these for, you know, as singles. They're, you know, they're kind of good enough size. I mean, this is another one where it's like, it's a shame. I can feel the dye, you know, maybe I could polish it up a bit, but like, it was a beautiful, beautiful stone, and then they dyed it. But anyway, I don't even know what the price is I'm going to charge for these right now. It's going to be really cheap. So, I'm sure whatever it, you know, whatever it works out to be, it'll be, you know, quite cheap, and, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, I've been rambling on for quite a while, so, yeah, don't forget to check out all of our other offerings, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thanks, bye.